Oh, Isaac!
Yes!
Come on, Isaac!
Well, I may have to do that. I have to get a capable bike, though. A lot of good biking and trails around this part of the valley. Is Pendleton going to swing it? And that's number 40. He's in from 12 yards out. Ricardo, that is Isaac Dechant. Well, that's the younger brother of Shea Dechant. Pendleton. Polakowski near side. Nice play action. He's wide open. Nice catch. I shouldn't have said he's wide open. He wasn't. That was well covered, but that was number 40, Isaac Dechant. That's just a beautiful pass. Yeah, the sophomore fullback, tight end. Well defended, but a good little ball fake, play action pass. Pendleton is right on the money tonight. That's a gorgeous pass, Brett. You got to throw that with touch, and that's exactly what he did. First down and 10 at the 30, 17-yard gain for Kimberly. Hitting Isaac Dechant. Of course, his older sister, Shea Dechant. She's got to be watching tonight, right? Yeah. Start for Kimberly. They were the, I guess, Fond du Lac had the little onside kick that they recovered, set everything in motion for them. As nice. Second again. Beautiful, yes. That's inside the 10.
Yeah, he never dropped one, did he, Tom?
8-yard line, first and goal coming up. You might have said that it got to be where Kimberly could not. Caleb Frazier with the ball. You can see Wall Jasper trying to rip that ball out of.
Season against Stevens Point. First drive for the Papermakers. Caden Pendleton rolls out and finds Isaac Dechant for 6. Kimberly up 7-0 in this one. Later.
He's going to sling it over wide open. There it is, Ricardo. Did I call that or what? That's Dechant, 14 yards out. There is your fullback / tight end. Does all the dirty work. We've seen that for years in this offense, and then all of a sudden he comes out of the backfield, that position, and that's a touchdown from 14 yards out. No one happier than his sister Shea over at Wynona State.
He had a 14-10 halftime lead, and Doug, it feels like Kimberly's QB. Pendleton has been around here forever, and they make plays when it matters.
They did this play against Stevens Point in the season opener to Isaac Dechant. They did it again. I was waiting for it. It was right in front of me. Saw it coming. Appleton North did.
Yes. Trying to cheer on their defense. Big third down here for the Makers. Fake handoff. The throw to the end zone. Touchdown. Isaac Dechant with the touchdown. Kimberly scores again, this time again on a third down.
Oh, and exactly the play we're talking about. You set up, run formation, look for run, look for run. Nobody's looking for Isaac Dechant out there. Dechant has only caught 7 passes this year, but he's caught 2 touchdowns already. And now it's 3 on that little 22-yard pitch, and he got behind the D-back and just kept running. Great throw that time by Pendleton to put it right in the big.
Oh, yes.
He's got 1 loss. The head coach, Mr. Chad Witz. Kimberly fans, get on your feet. Here are your 31 senior members of the Kimberly Papermakers. Our manager, Carter Mulroy. Number 1, Kate Bookinger. Number 2, Ty Latin. Number 3, Jack Stott. Number 4, Ethan Doucette. Number 5, Devin Minion. Number 6, Blake Berry. Number 34, Tyler Schissel. Owen on. Number 45, Andrew Wilborn. Number 61, Jake Kimberly Papermaker.
Clock stops with 20 seconds left in this second quarter. Again, Myron looking, little screen pass, and it is complete. Looking for a blocker. He's got one. Still following that blocker inside the 25-yard line. As the catch was made by Isaac Dechant, and Kimberly will use another timeout. 9 seconds to go, though.
Here's what Seth Myron and the Papermakers are facing as he awaits the snap. He's got it. Drop back, looking, and a nice little play. Yep, and no, Krieger. I think he got in. Is that Isaac Dechant with the 4-yard score? I thought Krieger was going to stop him, Ricardo. But Dechant, a strong senior fullback, 5'10", 222 pounds, using that strength to kind of physical his way into the end zone on a 4-yard score.
You said it, Brett, strength. And what do we know about Kimberly? They have a heck of a weight and training program. That's why you do all those squats, why you do all those deadlifts, Brett.
Very interesting, to say the least. First down and 10 from the 36 for Myron and the Papermakers. And again, a play fake. Wide open is Dechant. And he might be off to the races. Will anybody catch him? No way. He's in. 64 yards, Ricardo. A 64-yard score. Wow.
Again, that is a breakdown on defense. No way is Dechant supposed to be that wide open, Brett. But give Kimberly credit. They're in this game of chess, Brett, they are just really taking advantage of Fond du Lac.
And the run game and how effective that's been, how effective Blake Berry has been. The defense has to honor that. They're freezing a little bit on those play fakes. And how about Dechant there? Isaac Dechant, the senior, 5'10", 222 pounds, as I said, showing off the wheels once he got it. Through again. How about this? 8:13 to go in the opening quarter. A commanding 21-0 lead for the Papermakers as we look at our Unison Credit Union and Cellcom scoreboard.
You know who's really happy and smiling ear to ear?
Who's that?
His older sister, Shay.
Is she watching?
Well, I'm thinking she must be. I don't think they've started their season yet in college, right?
Nina,
7-0. Then second quarter, Seth Myron looking and connects with Isaac Dechant, who dives into the end zone. It's good for another Papermaker score. Now things really clicking for Kimberly, and here Myron again looking and throws to Dechant. This time he's gonna run it the rest of the way into the end zone. No problem, 21-0. But then how about some defense? Fond du Lac ball. And Connor Schleisel with the sack, but offense certainly not done quite yet. Barry.
We had a little chip on our shoulder. We knew that last time they got us good, and we just came together. We believed that we could. Just felt great to get that win.
Meanwhile, Nina beat Brookfield East
49-yard, 35-yard touchdown run puts the Makers up 7-0 early second quarter. This is on a 3rd and goal, so key play. Seth Myron to Isaac Dechant. Reaches for the pylon, and he's got it. 4-yard touchdown puts Kimberly up 2 scores, and Dechant wasn't done. Myron hits him in stride, and the big man is gone. Makes it a 3-score lead as he rumbles to the end zone. Late first half.
Seeding blunder. Kimberly, a 3 seed in Division I? That's not right.
They might be one of the best teams in the state in Division I, and they got a 3 seed.
Hosting Fond du Lac, who beat them this year. Their hand of the Papermakers are only lost, but Blake Berry did the little somersault. They were up quickly, 7-0, and offense clicking. Seth Myron after that tight spiral found Ethan Critter dragging defenders down to the 5 into the red zone. Isaac Dechant. Dechant, sorry. He would catch his first of 2 back-to-back touchdowns, the latter of which much longer. Watch this. Dechant, not running out of gas, diesel fuel, chugga, choo-choo. To level 2 goes Kimberly, 42-14, avenging that earlier loss to Fond du Lac.
Let's go for this. Let's go for 2 here. So big play as there's Blake Berry in the Wildcat going to take the direct snap. He's got it. Looking, a little toss. And I think, is that Dechant? It is. I guess Dechant's feeling just fine now.
Nice design there, a little shovel pass.
We'll see how this plays out, but that offsides could loom very large. Look at this, a two-point conversion shovel pass is good, and with 2:30 to play in this third quarter, look at this, we have a 6-point game.
There he is, Blake Berry, end zone, touchdown, Kimberly. Blake Berry's huge day continues. That's his third.
Hey, thank you all for being here. Let's give them one more round here.
Welcome into the final high school game time of the year. This is what every team was building up toward this season. A trip to Camp Randall with the hopes of becoming state champs. We start with a team that is no stranger to being in Madison, and that is Kimberly. This is the Papermakers' 7th title game since 2013, but could they get one taking on McQuantico? First half, the Papermakers were struggling to move the football, down 14-7. Quarterback Seth Myron warming up, and the offense coming out red hot, scoring a touchdown on every possession. Start the second half, Myron finding Ethan Kreider. Little shift to the hips, and nobody catches him. 48-yard TD. Kreider watching it back on the Jumbotron. Game's all tied at 14. Kimberly, again, though, trailing 20-14. And how about Blake Berry knifing his way through the big bodies and past the goal line? First lead of the ball game. Early fourth quarter, Indians kicked a go-ahead field goal. It's 23-21. But Berry was the best player on the field tonight. Unstoppable in the fourth quarter. So why not keep giving it to him? 33 carries, 185 yards. This was his third touchdown. The Indians, though, again answered. Kimberly trailed 30-27. Under 30 seconds left. Berry again puts his team ahead to make it 34-30, just seconds away from title number 8. Very next play, McQuantico in desperation mode, chucking it up. And it's Thomas Myers coming down with the interception to seal it for Kimberly as the celebration is only beginning. Kimberly, the D1 state champs.
An impressive, outstanding second half performance by the Papermakers. Doug, I think it's one that's going to be up there with those 8 other titles that they have. This was really good. Their back was against the wall so many times, and so many times Blake Berry delivered.
14-7 at halftime. Kimberly 7 points. This isn't the offense we saw in the postseason. Well, it was in the second half. Blake Berry's 3 touchdowns, huge. Kimberly just never gave up. They always knew when they had the ball they were going to score, and they did in the final 30 seconds, and that's why they're state champs.
Just to see the faces on the guys, they worked so hard, and to cap it off, we wanted the gold, and they pulled it off.
looked at them in the huddle and the line as well, and we said, this is why you do the hills. This is why we're, one of the top squat high schools in the state of Wisconsin. Lean on it and move the line of scrimmage. And we wore them down a little bit, and just an unbelievable rushing performance.
It means a lot. I mean, this is something that we've looked forward to our whole lives, and something that we've worked for our whole lives, and it's just amazing that it finally came. I mean, there's no feeling like it. I never thought that, I did think that something was going to happen like that in my future, but I mean, just the feeling, I never really thought I'd feel like that.
Camp Randall Stadium, all quiet and calm right now, except for the cold wind, but it was not when the Papermakers scored that go-ahead touchdown. Doug, wrap it up for us.
Yeah, you never know. Blake Berry, 33 carries, 185 yards. The interesting thing is every time, he's getting the ball, and the defense knows he's getting the ball. Everybody in the stadium knew he was getting the ball. It didn't matter. He scored the touchdowns. He was the star of this game. He's a big reason why they're state champs again. And for Chad Michaelwitz, what a great first year at Kimberly. There's so much pressure when you're in this program, and he brought them back a gold ball tonight, and just an awesome performance.